Liverpool handed Ryan Gravenberch suspension nightmare as red card rules explained. Liverpool midfielder Ryan Gravenberch was sent off against Crystal Palace on the final day of the Premier League campaign. Hello everyone, I bring you football updates on this channel. Comment the team you support so I can share news about it. I hope you've subscribed. Thank you for watching. Ryan Gravenberch was sent off against Crystal Palace. Liverpool midfielder Ryan Gravenberch will be available to play in the Community Shield against Crystal Palace, but will crucially miss the Premier League opener following his sending off. The Dutchman was shown a straight red card for bringing down Daichi Kamada on the halfway line on Sunday. Oliver Glasner's side were looking to double their lead with Palace on the break in the final Premier League match of the season, but their move broke down as the Japanese attacker was brought down after a loose touch from the recently crowned Young Player of the Season. The South London side were once again looking to spoil Liverpool's party, with their latest meeting featuring a title party for the Reds. Gravenberch was already on a yellow card after he was adjudged by dived in the box after going down under the challenge from Maxence Lacroix. But Darren England went to his back pocket to brandish a straight red card, which will disrupt the 23-year-old's involvement at the beginning of next season's Premier League. Liverpool's campaign will officially get underway when they play in the Community Shield, which will be against Palace after their FA Cup triumph over Manchester City. A post on the Premier League Match Centre account explained the decision. The referee's call of red card to Gravenberch for denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, DOGSO, was checked and confirmed by VAR. Denying a goal-scoring opportunity is when a player denies the opposing team a goal or an obvious goal-scoring opportunity by committing a non-deliberate handball offence and the referee awards a penalty kick. An offence committed outside the penalty area that denies a goal or an obvious goal-scoring opportunity will be a red card. With Kamada have acres of the Anfield turf ahead and Gravenberch being last man, he was shown a straight red card. As a result, the former Ajax and Bayern Munich midfielder will be suspended for one match. The game ended 1-1 with Mohamed Salah scoring a late equalizer to take his tally to 29 goals and 18 assists in the league this season. Liverpool will find out who they will begin their Premier League title defense against on June 18th, 9 a.m., as well as their path for retaining their crown. Liverpool's Premier League champions range an offence committed outside the penalty area that denies a goal or an obvious goal-scoring opportunity will be a red card. With Kamada have acres of the Anfield turf ahead and Gravenberch being last man, he was shown a straight red card. As a result, the former Ajax and Bayern Munich midfielder will be suspended for one match. The game ended 1-1 with Mohamed Salah scoring a late equalizer to take his tally to 29 goals and 18 assists in the league this season. Liverpool will find out who they will begin their Premier League title defense against on June 18th, 9 a.m., as well as their path for retaining their crown. Liverpool's Premier League champions range. Liverpool FC has launched its Premier League champions range after winning its 20th league title. Fans can pick up items including the 24-25 home stadium jersey with Champions 20 printing or Champions 24 25ths today. Man United transfer news. Matheus Cunha issues statement as new striker deadline set. Hello everyone, I bring you football updates on this channel. Comment the team you support so I can share news about it. I hope you've subscribed. Thank you for watching. Manchester United Chiefs will be hard at work already to bolster the squad after a woeful season, with plenty of incomings and outgoings planned as Ruben Amorim looks to get his squad back in shape. Matheus Cunha sent an emotional message to Wolves fans. Manchester United have got a massive summer ahead of them after their disastrous season came to a close. The Red Devils rounded off the campaign on a slight high note after beating Aston Villa 2-0 on the final day, but they finished in 15th place after 18 losses, and there is much work for Ruben Amorim to do. Amorim addressed supporters after the Villa game to apologize for a woeful season that also saw them beaten by Premier League rivals Tottenham in the Europa League final, and promised that the good days are coming. The Red Devils have already started to make moves on both incoming and outgoing moves ahead of next season after confirming Johnny Evans, Christian Eriksen, and Victor Lindelof would all depart on free transfers, while the likes of Alejandro Garnacho, Marcus Rashford, and Jadon Sancho are expected to leave. Meanwhile, Matheus Cunha is set to be the first name through the door as part of United's rebuild. Amram will need plenty more names to arrive if he is to restore United to their former glory. Mirror Football has taken a look at the latest Manchester United transfer news after the final day of the season. Garnacho offered Napoli escape route. Garnacho's future at Old Trafford looks increasingly uncertain after he was benched for the Europa League final and then left out of the matchday squad entirely for the last game of the season against Villa. Tensions appear to be growing between the player and Amram after he scolded his manager's decision, before his brother accused the coach of throwing him under the bus. Now it seems Napoli could be ready to rescue him from his difficult spell after the Italian side won the Serie A title last week. Garnacho has fallen out with Ruben Amorim and Napoli could offer him an escape. According to the paper, Napoli sporting director Giovanni Manna will soon meet with United officials to begin the negotiation process over Garnacho after missing out on him in January. The Naples outfit had a bid of £40 million rejected in January, with United valuing him closer to £70 million, but the Italian team could have better luck in striking a bargain after a tough season for the Argentine. Amram awaits Dilap decision. One player Manchester United are hoping to sign is Ipswich's Liam Dilap, but they will have to do battle with a number of clubs amid stiff competition for his signature. Dilap is hot property this summer after a superb spell with the Tractor Boys, scoring 12 times in the Premier League. Liverpool and Chelsea are among the teams said to be interested alongside United, but those contenders won't have to wait long before Dilap decides on his future. Liam Dilap is set to make a decision on his future with United interested. Journalist Ben Jacobs reports that Dilap is set to decide his next move before he heads off for the under-21 Euros with England. The report says United have already held initial discussions with the player, who wants to play European football, though game time is more important for him as he bids to make England's World Cup squad next season. It adds that Dilap would like to return to the northwest to play his football, having grown up in Derby and Manchester. Cunha sends message. United are edging closer to confirming their first transfer of the new season after reaching agreement to sign Cunha from Wolves, handing him a long-term contract until 2030 with the option of an additional 12 months. The Red Devils are set to pay the Brazilian £62.5 million release clause, adding some much-needed firepower to a group of players that scored just 44 goals all season, the fifth lowest of any team in the Premier League this season. Cunha is understood to have been offered the number 10 shirt at Old Trafford, meaning that number will be stripped from Marcus Rashford, who is likely to leave the club in the summer after his loan spell with Aston Villa. Matheus Cunha has appeared to say farewell to Wolves ahead of an expected move to Old Trafford. And now the Brazilian has sent a message to Wolves fans following the end of the season, which appears to be a goodbye message. "Wolves, what can I say to you?" he said. "What an incredible season. We didn't get to where you deserve to be, but we did everything we could to make you proud. I love these guys. Individually, it was the best season of my life. All of this was only possible because of all the dedication and love I have for this club. I became the Brazilian with the most goals in a Premier League season, along with at Roberto_Firmino and at Gabriel Martinelli. I made mistakes and got things right, but always because I lived this club so much. All I ever wanted was to do the impossible for Wolves. Another one is over. And thank you all for all the affection. This chapter is over." Cristiano Ronaldo appears to confirm Al-Nassr exit, but tight-lipped on next club amid links to Sporting and MLS. Cristiano Ronaldo has appeared to announce he will be leaving Al-Nassr, but has ruled out retirement for now. Ronaldo scores in final Al-Nassr game of season. Appears to confirm exit from Saudi side. 40-year-old rules out retirement for now. What happened? Less than an hour after Ronaldo scored in Al-Nassr's final game of the Saudi Pro League season, the 40-year-old said, "This chapter is over" in a social media post, hinting he won't play for his current side again. He did not say what his next move would be, though, amid links with Major League Soccer and his first club, Sporting CP. What Ronaldo said. He wrote on Instagram on Monday night, "This chapter is over. The story? Still being written. Grateful to all." The bigger picture. Ronaldo is set to become a free agent this summer after talks over a new Al-Nassr deal stalled in recent weeks. The Saudi side finished 13 points behind league champions Al-Ittihad, and in his 2 seasons at the club, Al-Nassr failed to win a trophy. The Portuguese forward clearly wants to keep playing, but where he goes next remains to be seen.